doing really, really well this week. It's now 7:15 and I've got 15 minutes to get to the gym in time for my kettles class. I think I'm gonna make it this time. Don't worry, I am dressed. Just doesn't look like I'm dressed from here. I need to put my shoes on and then I'm off. Don't be late, don't be late, don't be late, don't be late. Oh my God, I think I just want to kill up and go back to bed. My shoulders are so tired. I had completely underestimated how hard that was going to be. I want to go to bed.
Because it's Jen's birthday tomorrow, I've committed to baking her a cake. It's now well past 6 PM. I've not really done any, well, I've not done any vlogging today because it's been so hot. I've not really done anything. I've been to the shop briefly to pick up 1 or 2 bits for Jen for tomorrow, but other than that, I've just sort of like been monging out at home like this, just like, it's not like 30 degrees. In American money, that's probably about 85 degrees Fahrenheit or something, thereabouts. Feel free to correct me down below. But it is about time that I do some cooking. Shep's new toy hasn't lasted too long. He ripped a hole in the chest and then I had to pull all the stuffing out so he didn't choke on it. There's actually an amazing amount of stuffing in these things. Just in the chest cavity alone, there's this entire bag full of stuffing. Why don't toys last longer? Although it did last longer than his last toy. And there was 2 toys, very similar, both same brand. One had stuffing, one didn't have stuffing. They're the same price. I said to Jen, you might as well get the one with stuffing because when he makes a hole, just take the stuffing out, we're no worse off. He seemed to love it though. He's been playing with it for the past 24 hours, pretty much non-stop. And if you didn't see yesterday's video of us tormenting him and making him wait for the toy, go back to yesterday and check it out. It was a definite must watch. I've measured out all my ingredients for the cake. It's going to be a carrot cake, hence the carrots. It's a hell of a lot of oil as well, but that's what it says to use. I've learned from experience that if you measure out all your ingredients first into little bowls, although it makes a hell of a lot more washing up, it means that it's unlikely you're going to miss something, because when you mix it, if you're doing it straight from the ingredients, and it's like, oh, I'll go and get this and I'll get this, and maybe you've not got something, which is never good to start baking when you're missing something. Or, more importantly, it's easy to forget something, whereas if you've got a bowl with some flour or some carrots or some eggs or something in, you're like, well, where does that go? You never forget to put it in. So it's always important, in my eyes, to make sure you've prepped before you start baking. I've still got to break my walnuts up, they've got to be small pieces. I need to break the eggs and I need to grate these coarsely apparently. We have the eggs, sugar and oil in here. It's all been suitably whisked together. Cake's being mixed and decanted into these tins here. I didn't have 3 all this size, so I just had to improvise with a slightly taller one and tried to guesstimate the same amount of size or the same amount of mixture between them. They're supposed to go in the oven for about 35 minutes, but I don't think I can get all 3 in at once. So I'm going to do the 2 in the shallow tins and then I'll do the 1 in the taller tin, and hopefully I don't botch them all up. The worst case scenario is hopefully one of them's good and it's just a really thin cake. They smell absolutely amazing. It looks good. 30 minutes again for the 3rd and final one, and then they all just need to cool. I don't know how long cake takes to cool, maybe half an hour, an hour? Man, this heat probably never. It's so hot today. Not the day to be having the friggin' oven on though. It's well over 30 degrees in the house and I'm stood here in the kitchen baking just like the cakes. My 3rd layer's finished baking. It's cooling down now. I'm surprised these 2 haven't cooled down. It's been about 35 minutes and they're still really warm. They're looking good though. I've just been reminded that Great British Bake Off, that's a bit of a mouthful, has started today. So I'm going to see if I can get that on demand or something. Unless the TV started recording it. Maybe I'll set it to record. 8:45. Jen is still not back from getting her haircut yet. We've not had dinner. I'm hungry, but she's starving. Hey Shep. He's not had dinner. I should put his down. It's so hot. Do you need to go outside, mate?
I've had my hair done. Do you like my hair? It's trimmed, my fringe is actually done properly, like swept. I really like this kind of swept fringe. But I can't do it and I end up with just a parted fringe and it looks really rubbish. But I love it, kind of swept off the side like this. I'm going to try and do it like this tomorrow. Parted a bit differently and it's curly. I did get wet though on the way home because I kind of like walked from the hairdresser's back to the car, and then from the car I went to the supermarket, and then from the supermarket I went back to the car and it was raining. I really like it. I like having my hair done. It makes me feel like pampered, I suppose is the best way. Makes me feel pampered. Looks like Chris might have been having fun in our kitchen. It looks like a bomb has gone off. I'm so excited to see what the cake is tomorrow. It looks lovely. Well, I haven't seen much of the cake. I've seen like the actual sponge that's done at the moment. I hope it's gonna be awesome. It smells amazing in our kitchen. So good. I just want to eat them all now. I'm not in focus. The problem having your hair, like if your hair covers your eyes slightly, the camera doesn't seem to be able to recognize that you've got 2 eyes and therefore you're a person and it should focus on you. My arm is exhausted after kettles this morning. Like even sitting at my desk today, I was sitting down and typing away like type, and my arms were aching. Like I wasn't doing anything and it hurt so bad. He said I'm allowed to lick the bowl, so I have a little scoop of icing. Only having this much though, I'm not gonna eat the rest of it. Scooped up all the best bits. This bit's mine.
The answer to yesterday's question about how much our shopping was, it came to, wait for it, £47. And at last check on the comments, Dev, you were the closest. You're like £1 out. Well done, mate. I finished wrapping Jen's presents. They're just here by the TV. Probably come down in the morning to get them for her so she can have them and she can open them in bed because what a luxury that is. It's now 20 to 12. It's taken me the best part of 6 hours to sort this cake out because of all the mixing, the cleaning, the layers, the cooling, the icing. And I am not going to show you guys tonight. You're going to have to come back tomorrow or check out our Twitter at the Oxleys Daily if you want to see pictures of the cake. So, sorry guys, but cliffhanger. We decided that we're going to present it to him, but tell him to leave it. And I'm going to put it on the floor in front of him and then we're going to leave the room for a bit.